name is Lisa Gozashti, and I am the owner and manager, one of the co-owners and managers of the Brookline Booksmith. I think of it as a garden that was established, of course, before my birth, because I was 4 years old when the bookstore was founded in 1961. And sense has been that we're a neighborhood bookstore, you know, fundamentally a family-owned neighborhood bookstore. Brookline has been at the forefront of representing diverse voices for a long time. Maybe 10 or 15 years that many, many more folks from all over the world have settled in Brookline. It's become much more of a diverse community, which is a source of great joy for me, of great pride if I can wander around the store and hear 10 or 15 languages being spoken at any one time.
Yeah, my name is Lydia McOscar. I am an assistant buyer at Brookline Booksmith, which is kind of my most recent role here. I've worked at the bookstore for about 8 years now. The Booksmith, it's really a privilege to get to work at like an independent and like family-owned bookstore. No one's making a fortune, you know, by being here. It's definitely like a labor of love for everybody involved, including myself. It kind of speaks for itself. You saw back in June, you know, after the police killing of George Floyd and all the protests that happened, people were sort of, I mean, there's this widespread feeling of like helplessness and frustration. And it's like, what can I do? And bookstores are kind of like the first place that a lot of people turned to.
We have a huge Black Lives Matter display that's been up since the beginning. And we have really dedicated ourselves to making sure that BIPOC, multiple voices of color, are represented across every category. We're oriented that way, but we've really had the drive to make that much deeper, and so that you never be in a section in the store that you don't see multiple voices. The highest form of civilization is when you can have that kind of plurality that I was talking about, and you have a place that draws people from all over the world to live together in harmony. I think that that's like the highest achievement of humankind. And I do feel like Brookline is like a little tester ground for that somehow. And I have to believe that Brookline Booksmith is part of that, because I think that people actually move near there to be near the store. You know, people actually sigh a lot of the times. They sigh, or they gasp. It's people that haven't been in since COVID times. They're just like, oh. There have been people that have cried many times in the last few months because they're just so grateful that it exists still, and that we're still here, and that sanctuary is so available to them. I want to provide that welcome for the weary traveler. I want you to come in when you least expected it and to find nourishment, warmth, safety from the elements. It's yours. Please just enjoy. That's what we're here for.